Quebec has just passed one of the most sweeping secularism laws in Canadian history, and it's sending shockwaves through Muslim communities across the province. The Coalition Avenir Quebec government, led by Super Minister of Identity Jean-François Roberge, has passed Bill 9 to strengthen secularism in the province. But what exactly does this law do? The law bans prayer spaces in public institutions, including universities, and prohibits group prayers in public spaces, such as parks, without municipal authorization. Roberge justified the university ban by saying universities are, in his words, not a temple or a church. Prayer rooms at colleges and universities will have to close by September 2026, but it goes further than that. The law also bans subsidized daycare and private school workers from wearing religious symbols such as a hijab or kippah, prohibits public institutions like hospitals from only offering food based on a religious tradition such as halal or kosher meals, and phases out public subsidies for religious private schools over a period of 3 years. The Quebec government says it will use the notwithstanding clause to protect the law from court challenges. That's a constitutional override tool, and using it is a deliberate signal that the government does not want the courts standing in its way. Now the government insists this law applies to everyone equally. But critics aren't buying that. The prohibition of prayer rooms in universities and other public institutions is particularly severe for Muslims, since they are required to pray 5 times daily, and both outdoor prayer and prayer rooms are now prohibited. Sami Khelifi, president of the Muslim Student Association at Concordia University, said the law creates a serious problem for the group's 5,000 members. He said the prayer room is visited by at least 500 students a day and was also open to students of other faiths. His concern is simple. People won't stop praying just because there's nowhere to do it. They'll just end up on the streets, which is now also illegal. This is a particularly sensitive issue in Montreal, especially in the English CEGEPs like Vanier and Dawson, where the Quebec government had already launched an investigation into what a former education minister described as a toxic and explosive climate, largely surrounding the Gaza-Israel war, with prayer rooms being a point of contention. This bill is the latest in a long line of moves by the Legault government to expand its secularism rules. 6 years ago came Bill 21, banning religious symbols for public employees in positions of authority. Then came an expansion banning symbols for any school employee interacting with students. Now this, the National Council of Canadian Muslims has announced. It is preparing legal action to fight the legislation.